Morning, students. Let's begin our social science class in continuation of economics chapter People as Resources. Today's content Health and Unemployment. Let's see. Health, firm, maximize profit. Do you think any firm means any organization, would be induced to employ people who might not work efficiently as healthy worker because of ill health? No, I don't think so. People need work if they hired someone. Role of health in human capital formation. The health of a person helps him or her to realize his potential and the ability to fight illness. An unhealthy person becomes a liability for an organization. Indeed, health is an indispensable basis for realizing one's well being. Good health increases the efficiency, productivity of a worker. Good health increases the learning capacity of a worker. So, health does not mean survival only, it involves not only the physical fitness of the individual but also his mental, economic, and social well being. These all points 1 to 5 are the answer of analyze the role of health in human capital formation. You can write any 3.3 mark question. Next, improvement in health status of the population has been the priority of the country. These are all steps taken by government to improve the condition of health status of the country people. Our national health policy to claim at improving the accessibility of healthcare, family welfare, and nutritional services with a special focus on the unprivileged segment of the population. Our government try to put lot of health services to the people, those who are not good enough to take care themselves as they are very poor. Over the last 5 decades, India had built a vast health infrastructure and has also developed the manpower required at primary, secondary, and tertiary sector in government as well as in the private sector. So, all these 3 point answer of give an account of national health policy, mention any 3 points, 3 mark question. A caption given in NCRT book, uh, we are going to read it to understand the after effect of all these measures taken by government. These measures adopted have increased the life expectancy to over 67.5 year in 2013. Infant mortality rate has come down from 147 in 1947 to 47 in uh, 2010. Means infant mortality rate is the death of a child under 1 year of age. So it is also improved due to the health facility. Crude birth rate have dropped to 22.1 and death rates to 7 within the same duration of time. Increase in life expectancy and improvement in child care are useful in assessing the future progress of the country. Increase in longevity of life is an indicator of good quality of life marked by self confidence. Reduction in infant mortality involves the protection of children from infection, ensuring nutrition along with mother and child care. Please remember, sometimes data varies from one place to another as different year the data change. So kindly consider this thing. Now, please see the table in book itself 2.2, and we are trying to solve the question related to 2.2 table. See the question. Study the table 2.2 and answer the following question. We are going to discuss this verbally. No need to write it in copy. What is the percentage increase in dispensaries from 1951 to 2015? So going through with the the datas available in 2.2. If we subtract the number 28472 minus 9209 divided by 9209 and multiply by 100, then it is approx 209.18%. So percentage increase in dispensaries from 1951 to 2011, approx 209.18%. Same, we see the percentage increase in doctors, approx 1221.4.1%, and percentage increase in nursing personnel, that is 9330%. So this is what the data that shows the improvement in all health status. Next question: do you think the increase in the number of doctor nurses is adequate for India? If not, why? No, the reason the increase in number of doctors and nurses is not adequate, this is because the population of India has increased to 130 crore prox. This indicate that healthcare service should be increased by a very high percentage. What other facilities would you like to provide in a hospital? Like the facility which I would like to provide in a hospital, a cleanliness and hygiene environment, then chemist shop, the rate of the medicines is very affordable. There should be less paperwork or documentation admitting by the patient. Hospital should be properly ventilated. Attendant or nurse should be available on 24 hours basis. Emergency ward should be well equipped to face any disaster or accidental cases. So these are the thing which is required to be implemented in a well mannered way in all hospitals. There are many places in India we do not have even these basic facilities. There are only 381 medical colleges in the country and 301 dental college. Just four states like Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu have the maximum number of colleges. So these all datas based on NCERT text. Now the next topic is unemployment, which is very serious social issue. Unemployment definition is: unemployment is said to exist when people who are willing to work at the going wages cannot find job. The workforce population include people from 15 years to 59 years. In case of India, we have unemployment in rural and urban area. So we are going to discuss now types of unemployment prevail in rural and urban area. The nature of unemployment differ in rural as well as urban area. In case of rural areas, there is a seasonal and disguised unemployment. So type of unemployment in rural areas, two: first is seasonal unemployment and second is disguised unemployment. When we talk about urban area, there is a problem of educated unemployment. So we are going to discuss rural unemployment and the urban unemployment. Meaning seasonal unemployment in rural area, it happens when people are not able to find jobs during some months of the year, especially for example in rural area agriculture work, harvesting or other sort of thing. Disguised unemployment in rural area, in this case people appear to be employed. Some work require the work of only few people but engage more people than it needs. The extra workers are called disguised unemployed. This usually happen in agriculture family. Now in urban area, educated unemployment is more common in urban area. Many educated youths are not able to find a job. They are called educated unemployed. After getting degree also they are not engaged themselves in any gainful activity. So this is all type. Now we are going to discuss more points related to seasonal, disguise and educated unemployment. Through the text of NCERT book, the seasonal unemployment features. Seasonal unemployment happens when people are not able to find jobs during some months of the year. Second point, people dependent upon agriculture usually face such kind of problem. Third point, there are certain busy seasons which when sowing, harvesting, weeding, and threshing is done. Next point, certain months do not provide much work to the people dependent on agriculture. So these all are the point of seasonal unemployment. Second, disguise unemployment in rural area. People appear to be employed. Next, they have agricultural plot where they find work. This usually happens in um, uh, happened or they happens among family member engaged in agriculture activity. The work requires the service of 5 people but engage 8 people. 3 people are extra. These 3 people are work in same plot as the other. The contribution made by the 3 extra people does not add to contribution made by 5 people. If 3 people are removed, the productivity of the field will not decline. The field requires the service of 5 people and 3 extra people are disguised unemployed. Means, so for example, Lakshmi had one plot where all family member, 5 family member work in that field. If we estimate the production, it is same. So instead of 5 people, if 2 people work in field and 3 going another place to work, then their income increase and they are improving their economic condition. Now, educated unemployment features. Many youth with matriculation, graduation, and post graduation degree are not able to find job. First, second point, a study showed that unemployment of graduate and postgraduate has increased faster than among matriculates. Second, third, a paradoxical manpower situation is witnessed as surplus of the manpower in certain categories coexist with shortage of manpower in other. Next, there is unemployment among technical qualified person on one hand, while there is a dearth of technical skill required for economic growth. People require in concern, but their qualification is not matched with the requirement. So after getting education also, people are not getting job as they are not trained themselves according to the requirement. Question, define unemployment. Describe seasonal and disguised unemployment. This is 5 mark question. You have to give definition and features of seasonal and disguised unemployment. Then why is educated unemployment a peculiar problem in India? Then you have to mention 3 points of educated unemployment in urban area. All right. So this is about all the topic covered today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.